Hi friends, this is Amanda. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Michigan. If you're out there, I'm late. I'm so sorry, Melissa. I moved my microphone around, so let me know. I'm looking like I'm busting out your ears. So let me put it down just a tiny bit and see if that works. Okay, so today we are going to play with stencils, and I have a piece of yucky paper that I need to play with because, you know, why wouldn't you? And I have Stampin' Up's new stencils. I think they're called layering or, you know what, it would be good if I had the name of it, but the truth is I can't even find, hi friend. So is it really loud? Because I moved my microphone. Anyways, if it's too loud, let me know and I will try to put that down. Actually, let me do that. Okay. How are you? Are you exercising like a good woman? I'm not. Hey, so I have exciting news. I'm going with Deborah to a craft get together on Thursday. I'm so excited. All right, so we're going to stencil. And I can't remember what they are, but I really cannot find my catalog. And so, yeah. It's been one of those months. I don't even know. Has it been one of those years? All right, so I wanted to try this because I thought it was super pretty. And there is a wrong way and a right way, but you can do it either side. So that's cool, right? So you can have one going this way and one going that way. But these line up pretty... Yeah, that goes that way. So we just have to remember where that goes that way. So we're going to start with, well, you know what? Let me get out my, you're at the gym. That's funny. Let me get out my stencil area thingy that I do so I can keep it in one side. Sorry, it's going to be a little bit noisy because I've got to find it in here. Oh, maybe it's not in this one. Maybe it's in, is it in this one? You think I know where this is at. I use it all the time. Or maybe I moved it because I don't use it all the time. All right, yeah, no, I moved it because I moved it with my stencils, which is so completely and utterly me. All right, so let's do this the way that smart people do. All right, we'll put this here, and then we're going to, since this lines up perfectly, we can use this. Now, let's see. I'm sorry, I'm getting all this stuff out that I might be able to use that's better. This one I really like because it's magnetized and then you can keep it where it is. So I'm wondering if this is thin enough to go through this. And then we can keep everything perfectly perfect. Let's see. Oh, it is. It is. Look at that. That's awesome. It's been a long time since I went and crafted with someone. And so I'm kind of excited. All right, we're going to start with the big one. And I'm thinking, let's scooch this right where it belongs. I love that these two systems work together. That just makes me happy. All right, so I think we can do big. And of course we'll go with purple. I mean, why wouldn't we go with purples? I wanted to show you, and I don't think that I have, that these toppers from Amazon work with the ones that I use, and most of them, but they do not work, I'll show you, with Stampin' Up's brushes. And that's unfortunate because when you go places, these get seriously dirty and there's just no way that these are going to go on. So if you have Stampin' Up brushes, do not even bother buying these caps for your blender brushes. Now, I have to tell you, these caps have saved me a lot. See, because then the ink gets on there and not everywhere else. It's so pretty. Okay, let's do this. we're going to go with, should we go with Fresh Freezer first? And then we'll, ooh. And then maybe we'll add some in this type with some Heather Highland and then Gorgeous Grape. Yeah. Might even be able to add some Blackberry Bliss in there too. All right, I know that's on the red and these are on the blue, but it'll all work out. I'm sure of it. So we're just going to ink this up. And who doesn't love purple, Melissa? And ink this on. Now I have to tell you, I normally have my phone over here and I'm watching to make sure I don't, you know, I don't look like a complete idiot on here. But I didn't. So it's only Melissa that can tell me if I look like a complete idiot, and she's too nice to tell me. All right, so I like this idea where you just put it in a corner and then you know where it goes. Let's get a little bit darker because I'm, Now, starting on Wednesday, we have some new crafty online goodness. I'm going to order that and have it overnighted so we can see on the 2nd how exciting that is. Now, look, I got it out of the line, so be careful of that. All right, let's go there to Heather Highland. And we'll just kind of go in the middle. Yeah. Ooh, that's a pretty combo. So I'm kind of excited about the new stuff coming up because the first thing that they gave us was really pretty. And I did like, oh, I can't remember what the name of it was. I've become bad with names. I used to be able to name like everything. If someone said, what purple am I thinking of? I'd be like, Gorgeous Grape, Heather Highland, Fresh Freezer, like all in a row. And now I'm like, well, maybe is it grape? Yeah, I'm bad. So I used to be good. And then, I don't know what happened. Old age, I guess. I have been with Stampin' Up! For over 10 years now, I believe. Over 10 years, wow. And I've been crafting, of course, since 1999. 1999. And the reason I know that is because I, let's pull this up and see it. This is my favorite part, the reveal. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, it looks ugly like that. I'm just saying. Let's see if we can fix it, okay? Oh, that's not the way it goes. I made stuff for my wedding. So, oh, I don't know. Yeah, it has to go like that, but it's going to have those big thingies. And well, we're just, you know what? We're going to look, and I'll give you my honest opinion. But anyways, I made stuff for my wedding. So I know exactly, well, it was probably 1998 that I was doing all this crafty stuff on the, that time I used, heck, I can't even remember, but I wasn't stamping as much as I was printing, but I was still paper crafting. So let's get some of these. And, yeah, I loved it. I loved being able to create. And you know what I have found, which maybe you guys have found as well, is that sometimes, just sometimes, it's really less expensive just to buy it as is. Once I made a quilt for my bed, and it was at Walmart. You know what I mean? It wasn't a very expensive quilt. I'm not a very expensive person, I can tell you that. But it wasn't expensive at all. Let's just say, all right, I'm going to be honest, I don't like it. Why are there lines here? There doesn't have to be lines here because we could cover them with these. Why? All right, let's flip it and see if there's, no, I don't like it at all. Do you? All right, maybe I'm just being, Monday morning blues. Okay, so anyway, so I made this quilt, and it wasn't a quilt, it was a bedspread, but it looked like a quilt, right? It had all these patches of colors and different fabrics, and I was like, oh yeah, but, you know, I liked it a lot, but I thought I can do it better and cheaper. Well, let's just say I don't actually sew. So that should have been my first mistake, right? I'm not a sewer, but I'm like, well, I can do this. There's, you know, we're gonna try these leaves next. I can do this. So I get it 3/4 of the way made. I never actually stuff it. Get it 3/4 of the way made. And I realized it cost me 3 times as much because the fabric was so expensive. And then the under fabric, and then I had to stuff, oh my goodness. So now I look at how much it's really going to cost me to create it, and if I absolutely hate it the way it is. All right, let's get some dark greens here. We'll go with Old Olive, of course, and Garden Green. And so, needless to say, I have decided to get on the 3-tier tray trend. I know I'm only like, 4 years late, and it'll probably not be a trend by the time I get actually onto it. But now this is a Simon Says stamp one that I got free in a kit. We'll see what we like it. They give you a really flimsy plastic one, but we'll see if we like that. And we'll do some light green first. So now I was looking at things. I'm like, oh, I could make that, I could make that, I could make that. And I thought, no. We're first going to go to the store to see how much it is just to buy it. And then, oh, this is too dark. So we're going to have to go, yeah, I got it too dark. We're going to have to go lighter than darker. We're going to go not, and I did the wrong one anyway. So we're going to do Granny Apple Green. So I'm going to go to the store first before and decide if I'm going to actually make it. I'm going to do my research. All right. Those are dark. Those are really dark. All right, now we're going to do light with this minty color. I think I should do a minty macaroon, but I won't. I'll do Granny Apple Green with this light minty color. It's cute. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's cute. All right, I really should have, never mind. You understand, I did it wrong, which is so normal. All right, is that the way it goes? Yeah. All right, so we'll just add Granny Apple Green, and I'm a strong hand because, well, why wouldn't you be? I'll do a light hand here. I'm afraid that Stampin' Up! Really tries on their stencils, but they're just missing the mark. I'm sorry, Stampin' Up! You missed the mark big time on this one. This looks clunky, and it can look really pretty. I mean, these lines can look really fine, and I don't like these at all. Even if you were to take this on this, it still looks like a stencil. And that's not the point of a stencil. A stencil is, you stamp it, and then you add color where it's needed. So that's just a bummer. But let's see what else we can do with these. This is a no. I would not purchase this if I were you. I'm sorry. This is what you're going to get. And, I know they say you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, but I'm going to say don't buy it if you don't want to throw a fit. Okay. You could also dry emboss, and I think this is a really good embosser one to dry emboss because it's a pretty nice stencil. And you could just do this a little bit in the background too. I mean, that is kind of a unique background. If you were to hold it, let's try it and actually hold it nice. We'll do it on this side. And I'm going to use some of this ink up because, this would be actually in rainbow color and, reds and pinks and oranges and blues and greens, rainbow color. You could just add a little bit of gradient love to this. I think it would be a really nice, actually even a masculine background, I'm thinking. But what I thought was, what if we take this and we dry emboss it? I'm going to be honest with you. This is really thick paper, but like I said, it was just junk paper because it had gotten on the floor, and then that's about that. I want to see if I could dry emboss. I've never dry embossed with a stencil, so I thought, let's try it today. And we can learn together. All right, so this is a yay. If you guys have some extra money laying around, because we all do, just pick it off your money tree. But if you do, this Make Art Station and the Waffle Flower Media Mat is really, really nice to do stencils on. And I actually do stencils. They're just not happen to be Stampin' Up. Next week, I think we're going to do, oh, I'm sorry. I've decided that I want to do the same thing on Mondays, and that's going to be art journaling. I had the most fun, and I think that's what I want to do. I want to art journal on Mondays, give myself a break from making cards. So I'm super excited. Super duper duper excited. Okay, so now I have the switch. So this problem is the sandwiches are going to be completely different for everyone. I do know that you're going to need a crease mat, which I have, or better yet, one of these color mats that I'm going to tell you I think is in another bin. Oh heavens, Amanda. You're just so right on track today. Well, let's see if it works like this. And then if not, I'll get... Oh, no, this one. It's not big enough. And it's kind of dirty because I use it sometimes when I don't have my silicone mat. I use that, my thin silicone mat. I use that to do gluing. So, yeah. But we're going to try this. Okay. So the first thing we're going to try is this. And this on the bottom. And I don't think that's thick enough, but let's try it. Nope. Doesn't even go through. Oh my heavens. Okay, so this got stuck. That did not work very well. So let's add this back on. This is 2. I think we have to add the 1. Yes, this is a part. Don't ask why. You won't like the answer. This, we'll put this down, this worst part down. Nothing on there, nothing up my sleeve. This, so try that. I don't think this is thick enough either. Nothing. Nothing. Let's go this way so we know. All right. Oh, wait, that's not true. A little bit. Do you see that? The tiniest bit on this side. All right, let's pitch this one because, well, we can't really see it if it has stuff on it. And I will get a piece of light cardstock. And I will cut it with this. Has anyone heard of the Totally Tiffany hang and something bag system where it's off the side of your, it attaches to your, let's try this again. It attaches to your desk on the side and you can put things on it. The reason I'm asking you is because it may fit my, look, I found something that I need. It may fit my trimmer, and my trimmer is the worst thing ever to find a place for it, and I'm always moving it around. So I'm wondering if maybe the Totally Tiffany thingy will work. All right, let's do this. Let's take all this junk off. Right here. Let's do the bottom plate, top plate, top plate, top plate. So just like an extra sandwich that has a little smushy mat in between. And this is hard. So this is a good one for me, I think. So Big Shots might work on this. Let's just try it. And I'm going front and back. I'm thinking this is a really, really loud, because my microphone's right there. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, it might be too much. All right. That's really, now of course it's green because I had green on the surface, but that's huge up there. What I'm saying, it's thick, and that's a really cool embossing folder. I mean, Stencils might be the cheapest embossing folders yet. So yeah, what are we thinking? Even on the deboss side, it's nice. That went really through. Let's see if we could try it on the heavy and see if that works. So again, it's the bottom one, a plate. It's actually kind of sandwiched like an embossing folder. So it goes, so this is your embossing folder right here, the sandwich. So try that when you try it, if you ever want to do this. And I actually think this might work. I'm going to try it with my crease mat as well, because it's not as big, that my little embossing thing is not as big, and I do 5x7 cards, so let's see how big this embossing mat is. Okay. Yeah, it does work. The thicker the cardstock, the less it is raised. So let me see if I can have you see it. You probably cannot see it. It's not very raised. There we go. Just a tiny bit raised, but comparatively, you can see that one from NASA. You can see that one from the moon. Try it again. And this one's very delicate. So it is just like you would do it in embossing. So let's then try, how big is this? Oh, it is 5. It is a 5x7 mat. It would just have to be perfectly perfect on there. Thoughts. I have thoughts. All right, let me show you the different stencils that can be embossed. If you have this one, that would be awesome to be embossed. Oh, I did get that. See, now, this is what I'm talking about. See how tiny this can be? They really don't need to be, they don't need to look like a stencil. I guess that's what I should say. You can make them not look like a stencil. This is a mask, of course. You can probably do that one. I don't know how that one would work out. That's Lawn Fawn. I wonder, I'm going to put that aside. This one would be gorgeous to emboss with. Actually, we have tons of these that could work. I know these are older, but I keep all my old Stampin' Up. Here's a damask. Is that what it is? And these would be pretty. And if you find, like this one, this is a tricky one to actually stencil through. I would emboss with that. That would be great. This one's really cool. So yeah, I do want to try 2 things and see if they work. I want to try this stencil, and I want to try this stencil to see what happens when you emboss with them. And we're going to do it on the thinner piece of paper. So if you are looking at your stencils going, I don't think I need these, before you toss them or sell them like I'm planning on, I'm not planning on selling my stencils. I'm happy with my stencils, but tangent, Amanda. But before you do anything with them, try embossing with them, dry embossing. Who would have thought? All right, let's try these 2. All right, I want to try this one. I actually like this one myself. This is like bohemian, right? because it has the wonky little, yeah. All right, so let's see about this one. That would be fun, fun, fun. Now I wonder how much ink is going to get on this. That's another thing. Do I have to really clean my stencils? Because that would be a drawback. I'm just saying. Just being honest. Did I move my sandwich? My really good sandwich? Did I put it away? Really? I was that good and put it away? I did. I put it away. Wow. Someone must be extra tired today. All right, let's try this. And I kind of like to just play sometimes. Because, you know, what else are we going to do in life? I could clean my craft room, clean my house, but that's out of the question. That is out of the question today. Oh, it does work, and I didn't have to clean it. Look. Now, it didn't, it's not very, it's very subtle. What happens if I were to just, ooh, what color do I want? Well, let's just go back to purple. If I just happen to lightly go over it, there must not be any color on that. Does do a little bit. I'm not giving it any pressure, of course. Just wanted to see. Now, it does look a little bit better in person than it does online. But I would use that. I like that stencil. All right, next, let's try it. And I'm glad that I don't have to clean it because, well, yeah. All right. This stencil is double-sided. It has a different, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, no, it's the same. And let me show you about the stencil. So, it's a mask and a stencil. So you can mask it up here. And then you go down here like this. Well, let's just do it. I don't know why I do that. I do it often to you guys, and I apologize. All right, so it's my understanding that it goes like this. So, and I did it the wrong way, I apologize. So that would be your sky, blue sky. And then you come down here. I moved it. Did I move it? Like that. And you'd add your grass. So you can do your blue sky and your grass with it out overlapping. Now, I didn't do a very good job lining up there, but that's why this stencil is amazing. Ask me how many times I pulled it out and used it. Yeah, that many times. But I need to remember that it's there, because that's awesome, isn't it? It works nice. All right, now let's see what it can do for me here. Because I, of course, yeah, I want to use the top part, the part that looks like grass, right? That makes more sense. It makes more sense to me. That's all I guess I have to say. And we'll put it in like that. Now it goes boom, 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 boom. All right, let's try it, see what happens. Lawn clippings is the type of, is the name for the stencil, I think, and it's just a stencil, but it's a stencil mask. Whoops. All right, let's see. Fingers crossed, because this would look cool. Oh, it does, it does, it does. Look at that. You guys. That's super cool. I mean, you could give a light hint of just grass there. Oh, that's fun. All right. Well, yeah, I had fun. That was awesome. Who knew? All right, did everyone know and not me? All right, that's not nice. Huh. Okay, so stencils for the Big Shot, and I can't tell you what it is for the Stamp and Emboss machine. I chose not to get it because I wanted the electrical machine. I am kind of kicking myself though because, well, it's pretty. And I can always use another machine. My husband would kill me. Let me just put it that way. But I got the electronic so that I wouldn't have to crank. But I love my mini machine. Actually, I loved it so much I bought two. And I have one in the box to give away. So, did you learn something? Yay, Melissa, I'm so excited. I learned something. And I think that's fabulous because if we're the only two ones on this planet that didn't know about this, at least now we know, right? Okay, so really, I mean, quick, simple, short today. Stencils and the odd things that you could do with them. Well, not odd. I mean, everyone knows except for us, Melissa. I'm sorry to say. But they were fun. And what a great background idea to do something a little bit different than just have some boring old backgrounds. And I'm a boring old background person. All right, well, next week I'll actually be on with you, hopefully, as long as, you know, the world doesn't crash. My eye's just about healed. I'm super duper 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 excited about that. And we're going to do art journaling on Mondays and Stampin' Up on Wednesdays and Fridays, except for the middle of the month, I have a class to go to, yay! And at the end of the month, I'm going to Phoenix, and I have a We Stars weekend, which means that everyone in our group that is silver and above, and because of you guys, I get to be silver and above, so thank you. Then I get to have a little retreat in Phoenix, which you can't beat that. So, all right, friends, well, I'm going to tell my husband to quiet down. I'll talk to you later, and if you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. You guys have a really wonderful day. Thanks, Melissa, so much for sticking with me. You're so